Hey everyone, Michelle Harris here from Get Poised. Today I'm here to talk about being a judge and what that means to you as a competitor. Now I've heard it so many times. What are those judges looking for anyway? Yeah, well, I heard it's just so subjective and depends on what judge you get. Right? I didn't place as well as I thought I should. Must be because those judges were looking for something different. So I'd like to help to clear some of that up today. Now, it has been my experience over the past 10 years that most judges have a very high level of integrity, and as fellow competitors, we're dedicated to following the guidelines and giving you the best feedback possible. So we're going to talk about the top 5 things that I look for as a judge so that you can go into this process much more informed and with a better idea of what to focus on in your training. Now, let me say that, first of all, I absolutely love being part of the fitness family. I've been a trophy presenter, an expediter, a urine collector, a tanning assistant / butt gluer, a posing coach, and a competitor. And I've loved all of those roles. I've also had the distinct honor of being a judge. Now, I really feel that being a judge is a privilege because I know what it means to be the competitor. For me, I found it to be very enlightening when I judged for the first time and then competed afterwards. I mean, it gave me a different perspective and really an appreciation for what it takes to quickly look through a large group of people and discern placement. And it really reinforced what I already knew about the importance of great posing and stage presence. So I wanted to give you the top 5 things that are common feedback from many competitors. Number 1, conditioning, also known as leanness. Way more competitors come in too soft than too lean. Yes, I know it's a lot of sacrifice and discipline to stay consistent with your diet, but we need to see what's under there. You may need a longer prep or pick a later show, and that's okay. We want you to be healthy through the process. We don't want emaciated by all means. We want to see healthy, full-bodied muscles. That takes me to the next point. So number 2 is muscle size. Now, I know this is different for every category, but even bikini looks better with some evenly distributed muscle. Why? Because muscle is what gives you the shape, those curves that are so pretty. Now, the other thing to realize is that when you're in off-season and not yet leaning out, you look way bigger, and it can be deceiving how much muscle there is, as in it may not be as much as you think. You're going to be cutting off quite a lot of fat from your body by the time you get to show day, and you need to have muscle underneath to support the shape. Number 3, glutes. Okay, ladies, I know this is a touchy subject, but seriously, glutes is the answer. I mean, I'm going to do a separate whole video dedicated to glutes. I would say conservatively 80 to 90% of competitors could improve their backsides, myself included. Don't be afraid to lift heavy to build in this area. You may need to add an extra day or 2 in the gym to target your glutes. And again, we hold a lot of fat in this area, so when we drop it and there's not enough muscle underneath, we can have that flat and saggy look in our lean state. Definitely not going for that. Number 4, symmetry. We are looking for symmetry between your upper body and your lower body, meaning that ideally your muscle mass is balanced throughout your body. Now, most of us have certain body parts that grow quickly and others that are stubborn as hell. So work with your trainers to break through any plateaus and focus on bringing up those weaker areas. Now, I know that you love to work your best parts. So do I. For me, it's my shoulders and my back. But you will be judged more favorably if you are more symmetrical. Number 5, presentation. Your smile, your eye contact, your ease on stage, posing. How do you flow? How do you transition into poses? Practice is a major key here. I can't stress the importance of presentation enough. You know, it's kind of like making a beautiful homemade gift and wrapping it in newspaper versus presenting it with a beautiful paper and ribbon. The gift doesn't change, but the first impression and the emotions that go along with it make all the difference in how someone feels about receiving the gift. And you want the receiver to be excited. You didn't spend all that time, effort, and sweat to not display yourself in the best light possible. Now, I know that it's nerve-wracking to get on stage in front of a room full of strangers that are watching your every move, and that nervousness often translates into stiffness, which does not help you to present yourself well to the judges. So you want to have some expert guidance with a posing coach and be ready to put in the practice. We as judges are looking for athletes who are having fun, are engaging, and able to show us their physique in the best way possible. So the top 5 to recap are conditioning, muscle size, glutes, symmetry, and presentation. These are the top 5 points that I give the most feedback on. I hope it was helpful. Drop me a comment to let me know how these apply to you and what you're working on for your next show. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you'd like to hear more about posing and competition. You can always reach out and connect with me on social or on my website at getpoised.net. Have a great day and best of luck on your next show. Thanks for listening.